Welcome to the ASTRALX Deep Dive, illuminating your path. I'm Solarian Zephyr, your cosmic strategist.
And I'm Lunaria Celine, your intuitive guide. We bridge celestial wisdom,
Unlock your modern path.
discover guiding starlight insights.
Explore powerful cosmic energies.
How do planetary transits shape your story today?
Well, today in this deep dive, we're zoning in specifically on you. We're looking at the 2025 astrological blueprint for a Virgo Sun man with Taurus Rising, based on these really interesting sources you sent us.
Yes, and right away, these sources highlight a very powerful archetype for you. They call you Gaia's master builder. It's quite evocative, isn't it?
It really is. Gaia's master builder.
It paints this picture of your Taurus rising as the Mountain-Steadfast Steward, that solid, earthy, reliable foundation. And then your Virgo Sun is the Cosmic Caliper, all about that divine precision, measurement, getting things just right.
Okay, I can see that. Steadfastness meets precision. The sources mentioned it's where patient cultivation, that earthy Taurus vibe, it meets divine, precise order, the Virgo side. Sculpting beauty, engineering order.
Exactly. And they sum it up by saying, you are the living blueprint. It's a really central idea.
The living blueprint. Wow.
And these source materials, they act as our guide today, helping us understand how this specific energy signature plays out for you through 2025. They look at the big cosmic forces involved.
And even how you might feel them in your body, right?
That too, yes. They
Yeah.
get into the somatic side of things as well. It's quite comprehensive.
All right, let's dive into those key cosmic forces for 2025 then. What are the main planetary energies the sources are flagging for you?
Well, the big players highlighted are definitely Pluto, your sun's placement itself, Saturn, and coming in a bit later in the year, Jupiter.
Okay, starting with Pluto. The sources put it in Aquarius, transiting your third house. That's communication thinking, right?
Precisely. Your house of communication, perception, how you process information, your immediate environment too, sometimes siblings. And the sources use this striking language. They talk about quantum shocks to your mental matrix.
Quantum shocks. What does that mean in practical terms? Sounds a bit dramatic.
Well, yeah, the language is poetic, but I think what they're pointing to is a really deep, fundamental shakeup. Not just surface thoughts, but the underlying structures of how you think and perceive. Demolishing old thought patterns, maybe outdated beliefs that don't work anymore.
So potentially quite disruptive, but ultimately revolutionary for how you communicate and see the world.
That seems to be the essence of it, yes. A radical shift. Meanwhile, your Virgo sun is in the fifth house. That's creativity, self-expression, joy, romance.
Right, so how does that Virgo precision play out there?
The sources suggest it's about refining your creative fire, not just having ideas, but channeling that Virgo analytical skill into practical mastery. They talk about creating laser-focused coherence fields in your expression.
Okay, laser-focused coherence field. So making your creative output really precise, effective, and, well, coherent.
Exactly, bringing that natural Virgo gift for order and detail into your creative passions, making them tangible, masterful.
Taking the inspiration and actually engineering something beautiful or functional with it. Okay. Then there's Saturn. The sources place it in Pisces, in your 11th house. That's networks, groups, future hopes.
Yes, the house of community, visionary networks, collective dreams, friendships too. And here, Saturn is described as a karmic sedimenter.
Karmic sedimenter.
No.
Like things settling?
Kind of, yeah. Think of it like Saturn bringing weight and form to things that might otherwise be quite Piscean, dreamy, nebulous. It crystallizes collective visions into structured reality.
So responsibility within groups, maybe. Building something tangible with others.
That's a very likely manifestation. It could involve transforming your networks, making them more solid, perhaps taking on a leadership role or helping give structure to shared goals, building for the long haul within your communities.
Makes sense. And the sources also mentioned Jupiter moving into Gemini, specifically hitting your 6th house from May 24th onwards. What's the focus there? Daily life.
That's right. The sixth is daily routines, work systems, health, habits, service. Jupiter tends to expand and bring opportunities, so the sources say this transit is about optimizing all that.
Optimizing the daily grind. Finding better ways to manage work, health.
Pretty much. Finding more ease, efficiency, maybe new opportunities in your work or health routines or how you serve others. Growth in the everyday stuff.
So looking at the bigger picture then. Pluto's shaking up your thinking and communication in the 3rd. Your Virgo Sun is engineering creative projects in the 5th.
Yeah.
And Saturn is bringing structure to your collective visions in the 11th. The sources call this a geopoetic resonance, like these energies are talking to each other.
That's a good way to put it. They're echoing and amplifying each other, creating this specific energetic landscape for your year. And they do highlight one particular moment, the Virgo new moon on September 1st.
Oh, yes. What about it?
They say this is a time when reality becomes a sacred spreadsheet.
A sacred spreadsheet. I love that. Only a Virgo archetype could inspire that phrase.
Right. It suggests a moment of peak clarity where practical decisions, careful calculations are really infused with soul purpose, making choices based on soul currency, as they put it.
Aligning the practical and the profound.
Yeah.
That sounds like a key time. Now, you mentioned earlier the sources talk about feeling these energies physically, the somatic astrology idea.
Yes, they connect these cosmic patterns right down to bodily sensations. For your Taurus rising, for instance, they suggest you might notice a warmth in your palms.
Warm palms. When?
Particularly when you're physically creating something, building, crafting, that earthy, hands-on energy flowing through.
Okay, that makes sense for Taurus. But they also mention a downside.
They do. They mention potential hip stiffness, linking it to a kind of physical resistance to change. That grounded Taurus energy, if it becomes too rigid, might manifest as, literally getting stuck.
Holding on too tight physically.
Exactly. So they offer a somatic prompt for this. Massaging your jawline, another place we hold tension, maybe with some cedar oil, while affirming, my stability fuels my evolution.
I like that. Acknowledging the stability but connecting it to growth. What about the Virgo Sun in the 5th, somatically?
For that, they suggest maybe a fluttering feeling in the solar plexus when inspiration strikes, that kind of creative excitement. Or, on the flip side, a coolness on the forehead when you're deeply focused, analyzing, problem solving. That cool, clear, analytical mind.
Interesting. And the prompt for Virgo.
It's about tracing spirals over your navel area while whispering, precision is pleasure. It connects that Virgo drive for detail with the 5th house themes of joy and creative flow, centering it in your gut.
Linking precision and pleasure.
Nice.
And Pluto in the 3rd. How might that feel?
This one sounds intense. They mention sensations like neural static during those big mental shifts, like your brain is buzzing or being rewired.
Yeah, I can imagine that feeling.
And also jaw tension, again, maybe from censoring yourself, holding back those radical new ideas or truths that Pluto is dredging up.
Right, the difficulty of speaking a new truth. What's the prompt here?
It's quite unique. Chewing raw ginger, which is physically stimulating, while speaking those radical ideas out loud to a mirror.
Wow, okay, so physically activating the mouth and throat while voicing the difficult stuff, even just to yourself initially.
Exactly. It's about embodying that transformative communication, getting comfortable with the intensity of it.
It's fascinating how the sources draw these parallels, not just in the body, but also in history and culture, finding echoes of this energy.
They definitely see your 2025 blueprint resonating with certain historical figures and cultural archetypes. They suggest channeling the ethos of someone like Marcus Aurelius.
The Stoic Emperor, how does he fit in?
Well, his philosophy really blended that earthy pragmatism and sense of duty, very Taurus rising, with this incredibly meticulous self-mastery and rational thought, kind of Virgoan, right?
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Disciplined presence, turning mental chaos into functional systems.
Exactly. It mirrors that core task for you this year. Engineering beauty and order through focused effort, transforming those Plutonian mental shifts into something constructive.
Grounded philosophy in action. What about cultural figures?
This one's fun. They say your energy is like a blend of Samwise Gamgee meets Sherlock Holmes.
No way. Samwise and Sherlock. Okay, explain that one.
Think about it. Samwise's incredible loyalty, his groundedness, endurance, that deep devotion, total Taurus energy.
Right, the steadfast steward.
Paired with Sherlock's sharp, analytical, almost forensic precision and problem-solving skills. Pure Virgo Sun.
Grounded devotion plus meticulous analysis. That actually captures it really well.
Doesn't it? And cinematically, they point to Mark Watney from The Martian.
Ah, yes. Stuck on Mars, having to engineer his survival.
Totally. Systematic problem solving, incredible attention to detail, relying on basic earthly principles, growing potatoes, and that sheer resilience, building systems to survive and communicate. Very Taurus Virgo.
Absolutely. That fits perfectly. Any musical examples?
They mentioned Nick Drake, specifically his album Pink Moon. It embodies this kind of gentle, understated strength, combined with really meticulous, intricate craft, especially in the guitar work.
Quiet mastery. So the overall picture is one of groundedness, precision, resilience, maybe a bit understated, but capable of building intricate functional beauty.
That sums it up beautifully, yes.
And the sources don't just describe this, they give practical ways to work with it. These pause and reflect moments.
Yes, they offer specific prompts, especially timed around key astrological moments like the Taurus new moon on May 7th. These questions are designed to help you consciously integrate the big themes we've been discussing.
Right asking.
For example, what communication habit connecting to Pluto in your third house might be sabotaging my creativity, linking to your Virgo Sun in the fifth?
Okay, seeing the direct link between how you think or speak and your creative output.
Exactly. Or another one, what community dream that Saturn in the 11th truly deserves my focused, disciplined energy this year? It pushes you to apply that Virgo discernment to your collective involvements.
Making conscious choices about where to invest that building energy, that's practical.
Very. And then there's a more involved practice, the ritual blueprint, seed to system ceremony.
Seed to system. Sounds very fitting. What is this for?
They suggest it for the autumn equinox period, specifically during the waxing moon in Virgo, which is September 1st to 16th. So it aligns perfectly with that powerful Virgo new moon energy we talked about.
Good timing. What does it involve? Tools.
Yeah, specific tools. A simple terracotta pot, 7 heirloom seeds symbolizing potential, legacy soil from your childhood home representing roots, and a small gold compass for direction.
Okay, symbolic elements and the actions.
You mix the soils together while holding your creative intention for the year. Then plant the 7 seeds in a spiral pattern. Place the compass at the center, chanting Roots Anchor Vision.
Roots anchor vision. I like that.
And then the commitment. Water it daily at dawn. It's a very tangible way to symbolize nurturing your core visions, grounding them, and giving them consistent attention to help them grow into a system, a reality.
The living ritual.
Yeah.
And there's an embodiment practice too, the rooted weaver technique.
Yes, this one is about feeling the energies in your body. You stand barefoot on the earth, ideally with your spine against a tree. Feel that connection.
Okay, getting grounded.
Then you do this breath work. Inhale for 4 seconds, imagining drawing earth energy up through your legs. That's activating the Taurus Rising.
Feeling the earth's strength.
Then exhale for 8 seconds, visualizing silver light pouring from your third eye, down your arms, and out through your fingertips, channeling that precise Virgo energy, the mind directing the hands.
Earth energy in, mind energy out through the hands.
And while you do this, you gently weave your hands in figure 8 patterns, whispering the phrase, I sort stardust.
I sort stardust.
Ah.
Wow. Taking the cosmic potential and ordering it, shaping it with grounded precision, that feels like the core of the whole archetype.
It really does, doesn't it? A powerful way to physically integrate both sides of your nature. Now, moving towards the future outlook for 2025, the sources don't give definite predictions, more like potential pathways. They call them 3 harvests of mastery, depending on the choices you make.
Okay, potential outcomes based on how you engage with the year's energy. What's the first path?
Path 1 is the Sovereign System Smith. This is about fully embracing those transformative Pluto and Saturn energies.
The system smith. So building something significant.
Potentially, yes. The example they give is launching something like a permaculture tech startup. See the blend. Agriculture Taurus Earth meets AI or systems Virgo mind.
Ah, blending the core energies into something innovative. What's the underlying choice here?
The source calls it engineering beauty as revolution. It's seeing your ability to create order and functional systems as a way to bring positive change.
And the breakthrough comes from
Pluto's third house demolition sparking new, sustainable ideas, Jupiter in the 6th helping optimize the actual operations, and Saturn in the 11th supporting the building of, say, global networks or coalitions around it. It's impactful, structured innovation.
Okay, that sounds like a really positive potential. What's path 2?
Path 2 is the cautionary one, the frozen analyst.
I'm frozen. Stuck.
Pretty much. This path comes from resisting the changes, maybe trying to hoard control. The manifestation could even be physical, like they mentioned chronic IBS, potentially stemming from that Virgo perfectionism, turning into anxiety and internal tension.
Oof. So the precision becomes paralysis.
Exactly. The sole choice here is described as mistaking criticism for creation. Your analytical skills turn inward negatively or outward as unhelpful critique instead of being used to build. The Taurus stubbornness resists Pluto's necessary shifts. The Virgo anxiety gets lost in obsessive detail without progress.
Getting stuck in your own strengths, basically.
Yeah.
A definite warning sign to watch for. Was the third path?
Path 3 is the legacy librarian.
Library. Interesting. How does that connect?
This path is about channeling the synergy between Pluto in the 3rd communication ideas and your Sun in the 5th creativity expression. It's about sharing wisdom.
So not necessarily building a physical thing, but maybe curating and sharing knowledge?
Exactly. The manifestation example is publishing something like a manual of mundane magic, finding the sacred in the everyday, elevating daily rituals, which is a very Virgo Taurus concept, too.
Making the ordinary extraordinary through careful attention.
Precisely. The sole choice is curating wisdom for future stewards. And they paint this picture of, say, your sacred efficiency, Substack or blog potentially going viral, especially during Mercury and Virgo later in the year, teaching people how to turn chores into rituals. It's about leaving a legacy of practical wisdom.
3 very different potential outcomes, all stemming from the same core energies. It really highlights the element of choice.
Absolutely. And pulling it all together, the sources offer a kind of core mandate for you for 2025, a central message.
Okay, what's the essence of it?
It's a reminder, really. Your Taurus rising, it's meant to be bedrock, foundational strength, not just stubbornness. It's Earth that remembers its stardust, its cosmic origins.
Grounded but connected to something bigger.
And your Virgo Sun isn't about harsh criticism. It's the cosmos correcting itself through your hands. Your precision is a tool for bringing things into right order, for healing, for perfecting with reverence.
Seeing the gifts in both, not the potential pitfalls.
Right. And they tie it directly to the planets. When Pluto 3H rewires your mind, use that change to speak truths that prepare the ground for new ideas like tilling fallow minds.
Use the mental shift constructively in communication.
When Saturn 11H helps dreams take form, your job is to build structures that last, structures that will outlive you within your communities or chosen field.
Build legacy with that Saturnian energy.
And when Jupiter 6H starts optimizing your daily life in May, remember that core principle they state: cathedrals grow from consecrated crumbs.
That phrase again. The small things add up to something magnificent.
Exactly. Pay attention to the details, the daily tasks, infuse them with intention, because that's how the grand structures are built. The overall message is tend your inner world, your unique gifts, because your specific blend of grounded, practical genius is needed.
That's a powerful call to action.
And they offer a sovereignty code, like a mantra for the year. I build beauty through diligence. I perfect through reverence.
Diligence and reverence.
Yeah.
Captures both the Taurus work ethic and the Virgo quality of care.
Just a couple of extra timing notes the sources included as well. Little windows to watch.
Oh, good. What are they?
Mars goes through Taurus from about May 21st to July 4th. Mars is action. Taurus is earth, building. So they suggest this is a prime time for breaking ground on those legacy projects, physical action, material manifestation.
Okay, mid-year push for tangible results. Good to know.
And then later, there's a solar eclipse in Libra on October 2nd. Eclipses often bring resets. This one, being in Libra, might reboot creative partnerships for you.
So, potential shifts and collaborations around early October. Worth keeping an eye on. Okay, as we wrap up this cosmic journey for today, let's hold on to that idea from the sources. Cathedrals from consecrated crumbs. Maybe the question to sit with is, how can finding that sacred efficiency, that reverence, in your smallest daily actions this year become the actual foundation for building the enduring, impactful contribution that the world really needs from your unique, grounded genius?
Dive deeper into your unique path. Request your email audio reading now.
Find a link in the description below.
Explore episode resources and links.
All details are waiting for you there.
Ignite. Think. Become.
Subscribe for Starlight Insights. Thank you for joining us.